Hello and welcome to Operation Remote Resilience again. And my name is Janel Norton. I'm a certified warrior studies teacher. And today we're just basically going to work on our warrior ones, twos, and a little bit of side angle. So get your chairs. So just find your tall spine in your seat, come to the edge of your chair and plant your feet. And then allow your shoulders to just roll down away from the ears. Think of creating space between the ears and the shoulders. So think of tall spine. Maybe slightly draw the back of the head behind you just a little bit and keep your chin in line with the floor. So just trying to create that really beautiful length in the neck here. And then shoulders can slightly pin back, getting a little opening across the heart. And then maybe close the eyes or take a soft gaze and just feel this really nice tall spine, really nice space in between each vertebra and the cervical spine. And maybe think about imprinting this posture in your mind so that we can find it whenever we're seated in the car or at work, at home, at the desk. Just try to snap into this one a few times a day. And that will definitely help our postures. And then notice how you're breathing. We'll begin to invite the air on the next inhale into the lower lobes of the lungs. Let the belly be soft, ribs expand. If you want, you can even place your hand on your belly and feel the belly expand into the hand. And make that exhale twice as long as the inhale. Draw the belly to the spine, get all the stale air out. Just keep going with your body's own natural breathing rhythm. So we might be at a little different pace, you and I, so your breath in and out might be longer or shorter than mine. So just be with your deepest inhales and your nice, long, complete exhales. And do a little scan here as we're creating that nice deep breath in and out. Take your mind from maybe the crown of the head and just allow your awareness to wash down over the whole upper body. See if there's any spaces that maybe need a little extra attention or love today. Noticing the spaces that might feel nice. Just acknowledging you don't have to change or fix anything. Notice how the hips are doing. Bring awareness down the legs to the knees, ankles, and feet. Keep that breath drawing nice and deep for another 5 rounds here. Just settling into this present moment. Feeling all the points that are in contact with something, the feet, the glutes, maybe a little of the back of the hamstrings. Good. Take one more deep breath in. Nice, long, complete exhale. If the eyes are closed, go ahead and flutter them open. And we're just going to begin looking into that lower back a little bit here. So go ahead and bring your knees a little wider than shoulders width apart. Place your hands on your knees. We're just going to make some circles here rolling. So your circles might just be rolling the ribcage. And see how that feels for you. We're rolling to the right, to the left and back. Shoulders are still loose. And then maybe, once that lower back and hips might start to open up a little bit, maybe start to take them a little wider. Maybe starting to think about dropping the right shoulder towards the right thigh. Coming long through center, left shoulder towards left thigh. So anywhere in between that feels good for you, we're just going to take about another 3 big circles or small circles in this direction. Gently working into that lower back and hips. And I have a squeaky chair. I don't know, you might hear that at home. Take one more round this way. And sit nice and tall for a moment. Find that tall spine, tall neck. Deep breath in. Then we're going to take that the opposite direction. So whatever way you didn't go before, just take your time, roll through a few of these on this side. Feeling still grounded in the glutes, rooted in through the feet. Notice if the shoulders and the ears are starting to scrunch together, still send the shoulders down the back, crown of the head reaching nice and long. The breath is still flowing deeply. Nice. Go ahead and find one more round on this side. And find that stillness for a moment. Nice tall spine, shoulders gliding down and back, crown of head tall. So then keep the legs wide here. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, hands together, bring them through heart center. Good. Third eye all the way to the sky. Let those palms come away from each other, float the arms down. We're just connecting a couple rounds of breath with movement here. Palms turn the face up, inhale. Palms come together, thumbs to the sternum, exhale. Good. Reverse, third eye, all the way to the sky. Palms face out, let them drift all the way down to the floor. It's almost like you're moving through water here. Nice and controlled movement. Good. Last time here, flip palms up, inhale. Exhale, hands come together, thumbs to sternum. Inhale, third eye, all the way to the sky. Palms face out, exhale it down. Good. So we're going to come a little bit deeper into the lower back now. Inhale, arms come up. And then on your exhale, think about handing a beach ball to somebody in front of you. Keep a nice flat back and just start to hinge forward. So at your hinge, you might decide to come here and then maybe just place hands on the thighs, feel into that lower back. If you want to come lower, if you have a prop, you can have a block here to bring the floor a little closer to you, or maybe you slide the hands down towards the floor. Or you can stay at the knees. So if you're here, just press those palms into either the earth or the block or some books or whatever you have here for your prop, or you can stay here. And we're just breathing into that lower back. Keep drawing the shoulders down the back, crown of the head is nice and long. If you want, you can take just maybe a gentle little sway here, side to side. Just loosening up that back really gently. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Good, one more inhale. On the exhale, center your right hand. If your hand is on the floor of the block, if you're up here, just keep that right arm rooted, and you're going to inhale that left arm up. So if you're on your thigh, you're right here. If you're on the block or the floor, you're getting a little deeper stretch. Just be wherever it feels appropriate for you. 3 deep breaths. I know it's a little hard to breathe because we're constricting our diaphragm here, but take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, come out of that twist. So setting either that left forearm on the left thigh, taking it to the right, or if you're on the floor or a block, you're getting a little deeper. And this arm can be anywhere it lands. You don't have to come into a full rotation here for that spine. You might be here, just breathe wherever you are. 3 breaths. Deep inhale in. And then on the exhale, go ahead and come back through center. If you are down on the floor, bring those palms back to your thighs and then press that spine up nice and tall. Good. Go ahead and roll those shoulders back a few times. Make any little wiggles with the head maybe, if that feels good. Loosen up the neck. And then we'll take them forward a couple rounds. Just gentle rolls for the shoulders and kind of movement in the neck to loosen up any tight spots. And then allow those shoulders to be nice and heavy, nice and tall in the spine. You can go ahead and walk those feet together here. Now, we're going to come into our warrior one. We're going to take it to the left first. So you're going to take this left knee all the way towards the left, and you have to kind of reposition on the chair here a little bit. You might have to slide your boots a little bit to the back. So you want to have that knee right over your ankle. You don't want the knee to be in front of the ankle. So make that adjustment first. Then we're going to take this right leg straight behind us. So you might press the palms and hold onto the back of your seat and just kind of wiggle that leg back. And then press into the right toes and engage that right quadricep so it's not just kind of hanging out here. You're engaging that. Engage the core. Shoulders and hips are going to be facing your left wall or wherever you are. If you're out in nature somewhere, you might be looking at a tree, I don't know. But just stay rooted here in that left upper thigh, making the adjustments you need. You can stay right here. You can maybe bring hands to heart. You're going to feel a big opening in that right hip flexor and a lot of energy in that right leg. Still feel rooted into that left foot. If you want full warrior one, go ahead and bring those hands all the way to the ceiling. Think about drawing the inner thighs together so you have lots of action in the legs and we're breathing here. Keep pressing back through that right heel, engaging that right quad for 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come to warrior two. That left arm is going to come forward, right arm back, and you're going to rotate that right foot to be either at a complete angle or maybe a 45-degree angle, whatever feels good for your knee. The chest and the hips are now facing forward, and our eye gaze is going to be right over that left middle finger. So notice the shoulders here. You might let the palms face up and give them a little wiggle, and then set them back down. Think about that space between ears and shoulders again. Draw the belly in nice and tight. Make sure that this knee isn't really walking over, so you want to engage that inner left thigh and think of taking that left knee to the wall behind you, and that foot is still right underneath the knee. Keep engaging that right quad. Keep trying to press into the outer edge of that right foot, and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to take a little extended side angle here, so bring that left arm down to your thigh. You can keep the right hand on the hip and just get a little lean here, getting a little length through the right side body. You can take that right arm and start to draw it up to the ceiling. You can stay right here. Maybe eye gaze can be at the hand or straight ahead, whatever feels good for the neck. If you want to come into a deeper version, if it's in your practice, you can take this hand, either slide it down to a block, or it might come to the floor. So this left tricep is actually taking that left leg towards the back wall even more for deeper opening. And you have an option of maybe extending your side angle, taking that right arm long. So now we have a long line in the body from the fingertips all the way down to the edge of that right foot. If you're there, you don't have to be there. You can be right here getting that same effect. Good. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Slowly make yourself come all the way back up. And then wiggle yourself back onto your seat. Bring your legs together. Just take that in for a second. So maybe close the eyes, plant the feet. Think of tall spine, tall neck. Feel the difference between that left and right side. Notice maybe a lot more openness here in that right hip. Lots of action that we took in that, we're seated, but we're doing something, so you should feel that opening happening here on the right. Take one more deep breath. And then if you have the eyes closed, go ahead and open, and we're going to try that whole thing on the other side. So, going towards the right, and then scooch yourself around on the seat so that we have the ankle right underneath the right knee. And then wiggle that left leg as far back as you can. Press into the ball of that left foot, engage the left quadricep. And then the shoulders and the hips are squared towards the right wall. And then you decide here if you want to stay, hands to heart, and just breathe. Really think of turning all the muscles under the legs here if you want. You can take the arms straight up, let the shoulders descend down the back, palms face each other. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Opening it up for warrior 2. Right hand forward, left hand back, rotate that left foot so that you can engage the outer edge. Plant it into the ground. Watch this right knee here. Make sure it's heading towards the back wall. Flip the palms, let the shoulders relax. Set them back down. Just feel this posture. See if you can turn any more muscles on in these legs, rooting down into the earth and into the seat. But we're nice and loose in the upper body. And breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Extended side angle on the side. Go ahead and take that right forearm to the inner thigh. And then maybe explore reaching that left arm up. Staying right here and breathe. And then if you want to explore maybe a little side angle from here, or if it's in your practice, right hand can come to a block or it can come to the earth. Think about staying rooted in that left leg, and then maybe guide that arm so that left bicep is over the left ear. Eye gaze can be at the extended hand, might be straight in front of you, whatever feels good for your neck. Think about rotating this rib cage up to the sky. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. Use those left obliques to draw you all the way back to center. And then we're going to wiggle back onto our seats. Bring your legs together, sit nice and tall. Let that all just settle in for a minute. A couple deep breaths here, feeling the feet grounded, feeling the glutes supported. Nice tall spine. Shoulders releasing down the back, arms are nice and heavy. And now you might notice a little evenness between the left and right hip, legs. Feel any sensations that might be occurring there. Take 3 more deep breaths. Good. Inhale. Nice long exhale. And then go ahead and flutter the eyes a little bit. Good. So we're just going to take a little eagle here today. Take that right leg and cross it right over the left. So we're in like this lady-like seat. And then you can stay right here at the legs. If you have the wrap in the legs, you might be able to take those toes. You can't really see my toes here because I got bottoms on. But you can take the toes and tuck them behind the calf, and that will give even more of a bind. If that's not you, just stay right here. If that's not you, you can just cross ankles. So you have lots of options. Go ahead and take your arms up nice and wide. And then think about taking that right elbow underneath the left, crisscrossing the elbows, left on top of the right. You can stay right here, grab opposite shoulders, relax them down the back, and breathe. If you want to take it a little further for the bind in the upper body, see if maybe you can bring the backs of the hands together, or maybe you bring the fingers or the palms together, whatever you got. So we're just going to squeeze the arms in front of us, feeling that nice openness happen across the scapular blades and the upper shoulders. And then you might even think about dropping the chin down to the sternum, and maybe just a little wiggle. So maybe the chin goes towards the right shoulder, stretching the left trap, drawing it down through the sternum, and then draw the chin over to the left shoulder. You don't have to take the movements, it's just another little option for the neck. Keep squeezing for 3, 2, 1. If you're making movements, bring the chin back through center, raise the head back up, and release those arms. And then just give the shoulders a little roll, maybe add a little rock. Back, and we're going to uncross these legs. Good. So we'll take that whole thing on the other side, centering either ankles cross, that left knee can come over, or you can take that foot behind the calf if you're in for that bind on the bottom. Inhale those arms out nice and wide. And now we're going to take this left arm underneath the right. see maybe if we grab off opposite shoulders, backs of hands, or maybe palms come together. Squeeze it like you mean it. So you're really using the leverage of this bind with the arms to open up that back and shoulders. And then just notice if this feels nice, or if you maybe want to get a little deeper into the neck, you can drop the chin towards the sternum. And you also have that option of maybe tick-tocking the head just a little bit, dropping the chin, letting it run over towards the right shoulder, dropping it down, dropping the chin to the left. Take a few breaths here. We're still squeezing the arms and we're breathing. Good. One more deep breath. Exhale, go ahead and bring that head back, and then undo the arms, and undo the legs. Sit nice and tall here. Go ahead and bring your arms behind and see if you can hold on to either the chair legs, the back of the chair, or if you have a chair like me, there's a little hole back there, you can just interlace your fingers or grab opposite wrists and elbows. We're just trying to get an opening across the front of the body here. So like you have a tennis ball between your shoulder blades, go ahead and squeeze those shoulder blades together so you're holding that tennis ball there. Think of the shoulders dropping down and back, crown of the head nice and tall. And then if it feels okay for the neck, you might start to take the chin up just a little bit towards the sky. Feel that nice opening for the whole front of the spine. Take 3 more deep breaths. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, if the head is tilted back, bring it back to neutral. And then go ahead and release whatever you're holding on to behind you. Just sit tall here for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Maybe allow that right ear to just draw down towards the right shoulder. Let it dangle there for that left half of the neck. If you want this one to be a little increased for that nice pec stretch and shoulder stretch, you can take that left arm straight out from the shoulder, palm faces the sky. And then from here, you might be able to draw the thumb towards the back of the room, getting a little more of a stretch in that left pec. Maybe take the chin down towards the right pec. Just breathe into any of these little crevices that are super tight yet for 3 big breaths. Deep inhale. If the head is down, go ahead and draw it back to center and bring that left hand in if it's extended. Nice and tall in the spine. Notice the difference between the left and the right side of the neck. Take a deep breath in. Allow that left ear to fall to the left shoulder. Maybe we stay here on this side. It's okay, just stay and breathe. Maybe that right arm comes straight on out from the right shoulder. Palm faces the ceiling. Maybe start to draw that thumb slightly behind you, opening up that right pec. And maybe take the chin down towards the left sternum. So these are all just little suggestions that you can try on. If you don't like any of them, you just come right back out. So be wherever you are and breathe. For 3. 2. 1. If the head is down, go ahead and bring it back through center. If the hand is out, bring it back to the lap. Good. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. Hold on to the knees. Raise the chest. And then exhale. Keep holding the knees to round through the back. Pull the belly to the spine. Let the chin drop. Just a couple seated cat-cows here with your breath. Deep inhale. Lift and arc. Exhale. Round. Exhale. All the way down. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Good. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. come to center, find that nice tall spine. So the last little thing we'll do here is just for the hips, if you want, you can take your right heel on top of that thigh, crack in the knee, you heard that. Keep flexion in the foot here. You can just stay here, feeling that right hip, give another deep opening. Maybe you can think of taking the sternum towards the top of that right shin. Shoulders are still down the back. Just take a couple deep breaths. For 3, 2, 1. If you're leaning, go ahead and inhale all the way up, and then undo that side. Take that final stretch on the left. Crossing that left heel on the top of the right thigh. Let this left knee be wherever it's going to land. Flexion in the foot. Stay here, tall spine, and breathe. Or if you want to explore that deeper opening, maybe think of taking the sternum just incrementally down towards that left shin and breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way back up, and undo that. Plant both feet, nice and tall in the spine. Have the hands any way they feel good for you. Shoulders drop, find that nice length through the crown of the head again. Chin's in line with the floor. Slightly draw the back of the head towards the back of the room. Just envision maybe breathing up and down the spine here in this nice tall pose. So inhaling from the tail all the way up to the crown of the head. Exhaling from the crown of the head all the way to the tail. Just moving that awareness up and down the spine with the breath for these last few moments. Thank you so much for joining me as part of the Operation Remote Resilience and at Warriors at Ease, and I hope you enjoyed this class. It's now available to the public on the link below. And please be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a class, and consider making a donation. It's viewers like you donating that helps keep classes free for all. So hope that you liked the class, and this is Janel signing off for Operation Remote Resilience. Namaste.